Hey man, we got some other stuff we gotta get into also. Shock, what we about to get into next, man?
What?
Nigga.
What? What we getting into next, man?
50 Cent or do he got 50
Oh,
beefs?
that shit. Oh
Thank you.
yeah, yeah. 50 Cent, is
Black
he
people.
a master marketer with his 50 beefs, or do people just not like the brother?
I need y'all to comment. Let me know what it
We need
is.
to know, man. You know what I'm saying?
I think it's both.
What's your opinion, Shaka? Let's go.
I
I'm gonna
really
find this video.
don't know
What the
like
hell you
that.
mean
You
you
know what I'm
don't
saying?
know?
I think,
What beefs do you know he got? What has he posted recently? Do you know?
nope, because
I don't
I'm
consider
really
those
not
beefs.
interested in it. But
Did you listen
at
to
the
that
same
Epstein
time,
file? No,
at the same time,
my bad.
say what?
No, I was just trying to pull up a video to kind of open the audience mind to
Hmm.
possibly considering marketing strategy. But go ahead, I digress. Let you.
I would lean towards that a little bit as well. You know what I mean? Now, there's certain things that you could just tell. You probably have to look at each situation individually, but some people say things not thinking that there will be a response or some type of aggression being heaped upon them, like with Marlon Wayans. Marlon Wayans was saying this stuff because he got asked a question. He didn't really he
Right,
didn't really kind of drag 50 with his statement, but
right.
the thing is, it's like, you know, apparently, if you say his name or if you speak of him in a
Boogeyman.
certain way and it's not favorable to him,
Mhm,
then he's likely to respond
mhm.
on that. Doesn't and it doesn't mean that you're saying something disrespectful. It's just
Right.
if
He
he thinks it's disrespectful. So
he knows how to
you know
keep
what I'm saying? It's
himself in
what
the
it is.
algorithm.
Oh my God.
Right. I mean, again, and that's where the master
Hmm.
marketing aspect comes in. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my
He
God.
can't be somebody that wants a whole lot of enemies because that's bad for business.
Business. Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But at
And
the
he
same
kind of getting
time,
it.
if
Well,
you're someone that is in people's conversations and you're, being talked about and your name, pumps up the
On
algorithm,
a regular basis.
then, you doing
Something right.
you,
When you're
you
from the
doing
aggressive
something.
world, this is just fun to you. Because you know
Right.
nobody
It's
want to
just
get aggressive.
That part too.
right. Controversy, from what they say, controversy sells.
it sells.
You
You know what
talking
I'm
about
saying?
somebody who came in the industry. His first song was "How to Rob," where he talked about robbing all the major people in the music industry. That was his first
Right. You
ever
know what I'm
single.
saying?
That
It's
was
I mean,
He don't care.
like.
and it's not about the fact that he don't care.
Mhm.
It's
He knew how to get people talking about
one thing, at that time in his life, he probably was like, man, listen, I need to get mine. I don't give a what
it. Hmm.
happens. You know what I'm saying? And he approached it that way. You know what I
Well,
mean?
let's go down the timeline. Just a couple of his 50 beef list. Okay, Clarissa, Papoose, Ti, obviously Ja Rule, the Wayne, Marlon Wayans.
Hmm.
We have Jay Z. We have Cardi B and Stefan. Fat Joe is off the list now. Marlon Wayans is off the list now. We have
Oh,
It's more Stefan than Cardi
you
B.
you
Jim Jones.
nobody
we have
said them.
Jim
Oh yeah,
Jones.
Jim
I was about to
Jones
Yeah.
say
and them.
Jim Jones
Yeah.
and
Obviously
all the
Diddy.
Diddy
Oh, Diddy,
Diddy
Diddy, big time.
You know
Yep.
what I'm saying?
Diddy's sons, all of them. He's been going back and forth with them.
Hmm.
What's that guy who just got out of jail and his son situation? I can't remember.
Big
And
Meech.
Big
Big
Meech.
Meech and his
Oh
situation,
yeah, that's
and the
Oh,
list
Rick
goes.
Ross.
Rick
On
Ross,
Little Meech
on
too. Little Meech.
Rick
right? Little
Ross.
Rick
Meech,
Ross.
Big Meech, Rick Ross, and
Yeah.
that's just to name a few of the
And I wouldn't
50.
even call it beefs. It's just,
It's not
little
beefs.
confrontations,
Who's his biggest
discussions.
beef with?
It's just,
Pause.
it's an interaction, let's call it.
Who's the
You know what I'm
biggest
saying?
beef with? Let's
All
get into
time is Ja Rule.
Ja Rule,
Ja Irvin them.
Job Irvin.
Yeah.
And that leads
Oh,
into
and LL now is on the list, unfortunately. But LL, this is the thing.
I
I
don't
love
consider
you,
that because they
50.
that's
both
no real
Queens.
beef, but the
Yeah,
but the
but he
Ja
said he used to
That's
have respect
Queens.
for him until LL did
but
do that
but that's not
interview.
no real beef. But the
It's not.
Ja Irv beef which we could segue into the
Listen,
plane.
that and Diddy, those two
Those
are
and Diddy
real
are the two
beefs.
real beefs.
But why he? Okay, my thing is, I'm gonna defend 50 to the day I die.
Hmm.
In the song, they said it's okay when they do it, but when I do it, it's a problem. 50, listen, I get it. You say my name, all bets are off. In the
Hmm.
negative way, all bets are off.
Hmm.
That's how I feel about it. I feel like his 50 beefs are kind of broken up into three categories here. The first category is it is a real beef, as your guy said, Ja Rule,
Hmm.
and being one of them. The other one is just for marketing strategy, just to keep the algorithm going. And the last one is just
Like with
because he
Face on
playing
Love, I
around.
thought I think he trying to throw Face on Love for alley oop
Right,
or whatever.
right. No, that was
Low key.
Chameleon, and I was going to get into that video. Let's see if I can pull it up. So Chameleon just kind of briefly explained what happened, and 50. He said, "Listen, 50 had pulled him to the side and said, I threw you an alley oop and you didn't take it." So we do know that most of the time, 50 does have a marketing strategy,
Definitely.
and he understands how the algorithm works because Chameleon confessed to,
It's like when him and Kanye when they had that little battle back in the day.
Bing
It was
bong.
marketing. That's all.
right.
He's a master. He's a master. He understands the 48 laws of power and the 33 strategies of war. So he read those books. So he always thinking in advance.
Okay, Mr. Philosopher, Mr. Philosopher
Read.
today. Well, that is absolutely true, right? You got to know all powers of law and how the law of attraction. But and obviously 50 Cent has definitely been that person. So guys, just calm down. He is just his marketing strategy
Right.
to help not just himself out, but the others.
Hmm.
It's not just about him to help others. And recently, I believe him and Ti it has
I
been
think even
carried
with
over
Dame
to the
Dash, I
beef
think he helped.
side.
I think he was trying to help Dame Dash low key, by throwing him a couple alley
Dame
oops.
Dash did speak highly of him as well.
Yeah, he doing. Yeah.
Him and Ti, I believe, has recently went over to the negative side. Ti said you're a lame ass nigga now. I'm quoting, paraphrasing, not his exact words, but and I'm not messing with you no more. Recently, so
I don't
I'm
think
not
50
sure.
ever messed with him like that. I don't think 50 care.
You don't think
Yeah,
so?
When you doing
it
somebody that don't
really
care, it
matter.
don't like.
Right, especially if you don't really hear no immediate response or
You're dealing
you
with
don't have
somebody who
no
want to.
viral,
Yeah, exactly.
nothing really is you know beating the threads out there. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So
Well, let me ask
like
you a question. Do
Like
you
like he's an American success story.
who 50 Cent?
He's an American success story. You got somebody who literally was shot 9 times, left for dead, and
They're trying to say that was a lie.
nah, that was no
that
lie.
was not a lie.
They just people just they just be talking,
Trust me, that wasn't a lie.
and to go from that to becoming the biggest rapper in the world
Right.
to a point where even to this day he could go anywhere in the world and sell out an arena.
To this, yes, he has some hits. Many men, many, many, many men
You know what I'm saying? So
wish death upon me. Boy, I don't cry no more. I don't look to the sky no more. Have mercy on me. Have mercy on my soul.
Copyrights, copyrights,
yeah,
Oh, my bad.
copyrights.
yeah.
Come
50,
on now,
50, don't come for me.
Please,
Come on,
yeah.
man.
come on. You
Come
know,
on,
we
50.
know the songs. We know the songs.
But not like you said, the only real two real serious ones. So I was like, well, rappers was like, well, the Fat Joe one was serious, but him and Joe's cool now. Diddy
Yes.
and Ja Rule, which what I mean, the segue.
Right.
You kind of missed that segue about 10 minutes ago. And D was kind of throwing it to you.
Yeah, okay. I missed it. My head was down because I'm trying
Yeah,
to find this video.
but
Yeah.
into the airplane. You gonna get to the airplane incident?
Yeah, man. Yeah,
You
man.
got
Do
to dunk
y'all
it
think
next time. You got to dunk it.
right, right. Do y'all think this was a marketing strategy or do y'all think it was real? Ja Rule meets up with Tony Yayo on the airplane, first class by the way. It was looking
Can you pull it up if possible?
yeah,
The audio?
absolutely.
Yeah.
And arguments were are we gonna have copyrights for that either? No, right?
It's only 30 seconds.
Were out there. Words were exchanged.
Hmm.
And for some reason, Ja Rule threw a pillow, and he was
And
a
Tony, you went
little
on Vlad the next day.
yes.
The next day.
And what do you think about that? Because a lot of people don't like Vlad, and we'll go into segue with that too. But what's going on?
Tony Ayo got a podcast with Uncle Murder that he's doing now, so he's using Vlad
Marketing.
for marketing.
Oh my God, I love
The
marketing.
beef was real.
Cause
Don't get me wrong.
there's quite a few people that be on Vlad like continuously. You
Uh
got
huh.
your Ari Spears is, Yayo is on there,
Ain't going Jamal back
Boosie
on there?
is on there. It's like they're reoccurring, because apparently he understands how the algorithm works as well. And these people are very opinionated and very outspoken to a certain degree. So they always gonna have something to say out they fucking jibs. See what I'm saying? So
Let's hear this beef
it's
real
whatever.
quick. Let's hear this beef real quick. So once again, ironically,
As
Tony
another one
Yayo and
that was on
Uncle Murder.
TMZ with showing them all arguing back and
I
forth
can
or
pull
whatever.
it up.
Also,
Yeah,
but
they right. They
nobody
having the
fight. Nobody fighting on the
conversation.
planes. Like don't get me
Right, because
wrong.
they ass is getting thrown off the plane
So
if they
why
do
did Ja
that.
Rule
And
get
getting
off?
banned. And getting
You know
banned.
what I'm saying? So they, you might have a couple of words. You might, yeah, you know what I'm saying. Woo, 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 woo. You know what I'm saying? There might be a verbal confrontation, but I don't think it would get to
People
anything.
forget there are air marshals that fly on every single plane.
Yes, yes.
There are
And
air
So
and regular
marshals.
civilians
try it
too.
if you want to, passengers.
And
Right.
isn't it shot
You be
isn't it a
putting a
fed
full Nelson, and you gonna get your picture taken.
if you get into it
Damn.
like while you're in the air, ain't that a fed charge?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But you know what's
And if
interesting?
you're a rapper doing all these shows,
Oh, it's over.
you can't get if you get banned from one airline, you end up being banned from all the airlines, and you can't that can't
Well,
happen.
Allegedly, there may, I said allegedly, but there are sea rights as well, or air rights when you're flying in the air. And the reason why I say that is because at a certain point in pregnancy, they do not want you flying in the air because if you give
yeah, that's
birth,
safety matter.
right?
That's
Well,
safety
well,
matter. But
Hmm.
safety obviously, but
it's
even jurisdiction matter as well. Because now, if you are going in between countries, what, what you putting on that baby birth certificate? So safety is a given.
you gonna
But
put you
right,
gonna put 30,000 feet, 30,000,
Hmm.
30,000
born
feet.
at
You
30,000
know what I'm
Fleet
saying?
USA slash
Hmm.
Right.
Japan. Something. Right.
Hmm.
You
Yeah.
understand what I'm saying? So it becomes also jurisdiction matter as well.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Along with a lot of things. But don't y'all think it's just interesting that they were on the same flight and sitting back to back from one another?
See, that's what gets me a little bit. Like, you know what I'm saying? They say what he looked at it was like, oh, that nigga Yayo, I'm gonna shit right there. You know what I'm saying? Because this nigga think he all that.
Right.
So I'm
And you
let that
gotta
nigga
remember,
know, man.
allegedly
I
some
fly
things
first
happened a few
class
weeks
too,
ago
nigga.
at the Barclays with some
I
other
fly
people.
first class too.
Right. So why did Ja Rule get kicked off? Did he get kicked off for throwing the pillow? Allegedly, Ja Rule was a little bit scared and afraid because he was by himself
I don't think
and
Ja
he
was
put it
afraid.
in
I'm
the
not even a Ja
right.
fan, but I don't think Ja was afraid either. I think it just was
I didn't know any of them got kicked off. I thought they just talked their little shit and
nah
sat the
nah
fuck
nah.
down.
nah they said he was escorted out, but I don't know if he got kicked off
Ja Rule.
or what have you. I think what ended up happening with
Hmm.
Ja is
That's when Yayo video there. Look,
Right.
he off, and I'm like, wow, why did they kick him off?
and you know what I mean, and then the and they got the other video with Ja and them all yelling at each other and the
Right.
stewardess, everybody's getting nervous or whatever. I think what like I said, nothing's happening on the airplane.
No.
Well,
Ja and 50 done
if
ran
he
each other on the airplane
if
before and
if
nothing happened.
Oh,
if
really?
he
Yeah.
if he threw that pillow at Yayo, that is
That's
the
a
linchpin.
assault.
Like that's like right because now even though it's not something you doing to harm somebody, but
They
you're
taking them off like, yeah,
instigating. You're
nah,
the
let's.
instigator now. Now you instead of like keeping it where it is and then just say what you gotta say, sit down. Now you are potentially
Right.
A potential
flaring
assault.
flaring the
Yeah.
situation up. Because now what happens is he throw it and Yayo feels some kind of way and start
And they
rushing
start
him.
okay.
Now
Then it's a whole different
that's a
melee.
whole
It's
different
But
a.
thing.
did you say that he was on Vlad's TV all promoting their new podcast, right?
Yep.
Okay. And so now we go segue directly into Vlad. Vlad has the most controversy going on right now as within the last 24 hours.
Mhm.
Vlad has tweeted, okay, I want you guys to sit down, don't faint, don't get in your feelings. Let's
Yeah,
just
make sure
listen
you
to it
got your
very slowly.
seatbelt on as you
Put your
sit in your
seatbelt
couch.
on and let's go. I have a confession. Rock Nation has been paying me to support Megan. space. You know how you hit the space bar on the
Hmm.
keyboard?
Yep.
They also paid off all the jury members to convict Tory, and they bribed the judge too. Jay-Z did a verse for his grandson's new album, questionable. They paid off Megan's doctors to lie about the bullet fragment she was never shot, The LA
I
police are
think
all on
that's
Jay-Z's
that's a
payroll
fact.
and doesn't stop with LA, but you're not ready to hear that part. The Mexican guy who stabbed Tory, who do you think paid him to do that? Question mark. You already know the answer to that. The three Supreme Court judges who denied Tory's appeal all paid off by the Rock Nation Mafia. Jay-Z also paid Trump not to pardon Tory. Even though it's a state case, Trump can only pardon federal cases. But knowing Trump likes to bend the rules, Jay-Z wasn't taking any chances. I can't keep these lies secret anymore. If there's if this is my last tweet, you know who silenced me. Now, please, all the people that ride the yellow bus in New York City, I need you guys to please come to the front. And I need you
Uh,
guys to point out a few things in
come here.
sentences.
You,
I want you to point like the obvious out and sentence by sentence, extract from what you will.
Hmm.
Let's start with Rock Nation has been paying me to support Megan. Comments. Any red flags there
Rock
in that
I
sentence?
Nation
think I think he
has been
trolling.
paying.
I think he
No,
Yeah,
trolling.
let's go sentence by
Oh,
sentence.
okay.
They also paid off all jury members to convict Tory. Anything
I
obvious
I,
in that
I
sentence?
wouldn't know nothing about
Okay,
that.
let's go.
I think he like most people. Nah, I don't know about that.
Let's go to the
Fuck
next
that.
sentence. And they bribed the
Huh.
judge too. Jay-Z did a verse for his grandson's new album. Any kind of craziness in that?
Whose grandson?
Oh, I like that.
You
Critical
would already
thinking.
know.
Whose grandson? Who got
Who's
a
gra-
grandson?
Because I'm thinking like
I ain't saying nothing
Jay's
bad. I ain't
grandson,
saying nothing bad about
Vlad's
Rock Nation. I
grandson.
don't know what y'all
No,
talking.
You know what I'm
no,
saying?
no, no. It's not about Rock Nation. It's about the bullshit about them. Let's go.
Yep.
Jay Z did a verse for his grandson's new album. Did he? They just say Jay Z has a grandson. Don't that sound
That's what
crazy?
I thought. That's
Yeah,
what I
that's
thought.
His
yeah.
daughter, his
But I
oldest
think
is only
I
how
think
old?
he's I
How
think
does she have a grandson?
but I think Vlad is saying Jay Z did a verse for his grandson's new album because
Jay Z
Vlad
did a
is
verse for not my grandson's album. Jay Z English language here. Jay Z did a verse for his grandson's new album.
You talking about the
Okay.
judge? You talking about the judge?
Oh, and they bribed the judge and Jay. Okay, they paid off
oh
Megan's. Okay, they paid English.
mm,
They paid off Megan's
that nigga need
doctors.
to know that nigga need a lesson in
Let,
English
let, oh, no.
and grammar
We
because he
need to
wasn't
know critical
specific.
thinking and read sentences very clearly. No, this is cap. They paid off Megan's doctors to lie about the bullet fragment she was never shot. Any discrepancies
I
in
don't know.
that
They
sentence?
paid her off, but somebody gave her something.
Okay.
I know she wasn't shot
The LA
by
police
Tory.
are all on Jay Z's
We on
parole,
that
and
part we know.
okay, it doesn't stop. But you're not ready to hear that part. Next, the Mexican guy who essayed Tory, the Mexican
Huh?
guy who essayed, I can't say the word Stabbed.
Oh, okay.
I don't know.
Yeah, because we
Tory,
say I thought you
who
said
do
yeah,
you
I thought
think
that
paid
no.
him to do that? You already know the answer. I think yeah, I said the wrong word.
Yeah,
Who made
please.
answer to do that? Next, any discrepancies in that?
I mean, you could pay anybody. I think somebody
Yo.
probably put a dude up into doing something, but when you in them type of California prisons, anything can happen.
Okay, he's that. The Mexican
So
guy who
who who
no, I'm the three Supreme
who
Court
tried
judges.
who poked Tory?
Mm,
Poked her with what
I
though?
hope they didn't do that. The three Supreme
Hey
Court judges
yo.
who denied Tory's appeal, all paid off by the Rock Mafia. What three? Any discrepancies
I
in
don't know
that?
about no rock mafia, but
Wait, hold
I
on. Was there
judges do get
three?
paid off.
Was there three judges involved?
I don't know.
Ah, Arizona, you don't. How many? Okay. Jay Z paid. Please,
The state
please,
Supreme Court.
please. This is the one that I said. Say what now? Jay Z paid Trump not to pardon Tory, even though it's a state case. I repeat, Jay Z paid Trump.
cap
Who got more money?
cap.
Okay, only to perform federal cases. But knowing Trump likes to bend the rules, Jay wasn't taking any chances.
After his wife and them was over there trying to rub elbows with the DNR situation
Wait, wait.
and co-signing, that the other party,
Hmm.
harassing them. That's cap.
Okay. Well, here's the thing. Nothing else comes to your mind with that sentence?
It
Nothing?
comes to my
No,
mind that
He
I
paid
think
shit.
Trump. He paid
If
Trump.
it, yeah, he didn't pay
that
Trump.
don't even.
He.
That's like
Listen, he
Cardi got
might
more
he
than this
might be
person. This person
trying.
got more than Cardi.
He's now, if anything, Jay might be taking the same approach that Nicki did
So
because
Trump, who
they
has so
Jay
much
know
money.
Jay may have an inkling that
Toby's getting out.
nah, ain't got nothing to do with Toy. It got everything to do with him.
Oh,
You know what I'm saying? All of this stuff that's coming, cause we talking about all of what Jay did and this and that and the third, but
allegedly.
nobody allegedly.
Allegedly.
However, nobody's talking about the fact that he's on that flight log,
They are
and there's
talking
a
about it.
lot of heat. Okay, well,
Listen,
Vlad ain't talking
let's talk.
about it.
We gonna
You
talk
know what I'm
about
saying?
that flight log because Michael Jackson was on them pictures, and I know damn well he ain't touched nobody. But next, anyway, taking pictures with somebody doesn't mean you did something to participate in anything else. What I'm trying to say is that was alarming to me because how the hell Jay Z gonna take money to pay Trump? Trump ain't got that. His money is chump change to him. That's
Listen,
how you
man.
know it was all like being sarcastic. Calm down,
These
everybody. Vlad
people
was
in
just saying
what
being
the people
sarcastic.
in D.C. can't buy the president. So
That's how you know it's
how
all
would
cap.
how would this what I'm saying, this guy here think that?
The only people that could buy him is
Come
from
on,
a
man.
place that starts with the I, ends with the L.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. That's it.
Oh,
You know what I
I
mean?
don't want to
We know
laugh.
what that is.
Okay,
And,
I
and
thank you.
there's a whole
Whole nother,
different
yeah.
situation
Right.
with that. We're not even going.
We don't even
At
talk
this
on that.
Right.
point, everybody just need to
God bless
Rock
America.
Nation. Y'all continue doing what y'all doing. Continue with the music.
Nah,
Continue with
don't
the
continue doing
streaming.
what y'all doing. Y'all need to make sure y'all stand in honor with what y'all doing.
Yes. Continue. Stay in
Outside of
honor.
that, you know
Do
what I'm
what you
saying?
gotta do.
Nobody gives a shit.
This is just capping. It's so funny because it's like, but why did he release this when the block is hot with the Epstein files? So it's still questionable to me.
Cause
Jay Z,
Vlad
you need to
knows
make
what
that
he's
phone call
doing.
to Vlad and let him know.
Right,
Let him. 'Cause Vlad must
It's
string
a
something in the
distraction.
back.
That's all.
Right.
right.
When people do shit like this, is a distraction. What's going on right now? That they trying to distract people from. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? There's
And
a lot of things they
who
trying to
else
distract people from.
allegedly might be donating to
And those files, are those
that
the real?
DJ guy?
Are those
Are
the real
those the real
files?
Wink,
files?
wink.
Yeah.
Who knows? A lot of stuff has been redacted. There's so much stuff going on. And once again, for
And
distraction.
at the end of the day, Vlad is an agent of chaos, and he's not for the culture. He's never been for the culture. He was the same one that was putting out false stuff on Michael Jackson,
Who?
only for other people to come on his platform and tell
Yes.
them Michael Jackson never touched kids. It wasn't like that.
I
Aaron
was wa-
Carter,
yeah, I was watching
Ron
this
Newt,
shit. I was watching this
multiple
shit with
people,
Corey Feldman.
Corey
You know what
Feldman.
I'm saying? Who vehemently denied, said, "Listen, that ain't never happened to me." You know what I'm saying? Mike was
And since we getting on the topic of the
only
mic, the movie's
young
coming out,
dude.
and somebody just came out with a new lawsuit, alleging some nonsense. You know what I mean? They suing the state or whatever. Yeah, leave.
Against Mike,
Yeah, a new
It's
lawsuit.
his
Y'all need
estate.
to go ahead.
a
Let
nigga
that man
can't.
rest in
A nigga,
peace.
a nigga can't even win in the
Let that
grave.
man rest in peace. They've been lying on
Golly.
this man for over 3 decades. And it's a damn shame
It's a very
how
bad.
they'll go ahead and take your, like, we live in a
You
culture
know
where
what
a
though?
lie is the truth and the truth is a lie.
But you know what? That means that his estate still owns a lot of those catalogs, and them motherfuckers
And they're
is
trying hard.
still hot
And
with
making
him
money.
about that. Right, and the catalogs
Michael's
is
the
making
greatest.
money, and these artists ain't getting a dime
Who is
from
that?
it. You
And,
get
and,
me?
and remember,
It's going
people,
to his estate, and
and
his
remember,
estate, based off of what it is going to
I
his
see.
children and whoever else
Was it Rodney
his will
Jerkins?
says it goes to.
And
But
remember,
you know,
Michael didn't just own half the Beatles catalog. He owned half of Sony Publishing.
right.
So,
So even in death, even in the grave, even in the afterlife,
He's worth
Mike
so
is
much damn
winning.
money.
That nigga
so
Mike is
let's get
winning.
into some music real quick. Ti, let's get into the music, y'all. Y'all know we here with the hip hop always all
You
day,
can't
giving
play it
y'all
'cause copyright.
Ti new song.
We don't want to hear nothing for Ti no more.
Why?
It's over.
Why?
It's
Now the
over.
song sounds alright. The song is kind of tough.
You talking about 50?
It's over. Nah, it's over
No, no.
because like we can't like Atlanta is kind of in a weird space right now, and I'm not trying to talk bad about them brothers, but it's just in a weird space with a
Well,
lot of artists, and then with somebody like him who I feel like okay when you in the mix and you doing your thing, that's one thing, right? Like you come from a certain life background, so you're talking about things that you want to, right? But like for it to be 20 something years later, and you got the trap museum, you got all this other stuff, and you're still pushing yourself to be a certain person, but we know that you're not that person. You
let's get
you
into it, Uncle
you
I
Haas.
mean, but that's
you're the
You
person that
I don't know
that
about that
testifies
because
again.
hip hop is still an art.
It's
You
still
know what I'm
art.
saying? So
so
even
you
if
trying to take his
if
artistry
you
from him
understand the
despite
struggle, see this is the thing.
I just
It
don't I just don't like his
we,
music.
we
I
don't
just
we
don't
don't
like him.
hold
I want to get both of
we
y'all
do not
opinions on this.
hold other genres to the same standard that we hold these hip hop artists. You know what I'm
I just
saying?
think he's corny.
So
They understand.
can
They
I ask you a question? Are you trying to say like, okay, if the Beatles is portraying to sniff coke and do all kind of stuff, but they're really just geeky guys that don't do anything,
Hey,
and then we go,
Susu, you
you
listen to
can't
Ti?
make a song and portray it or
No.
whatever. You still trying to give them
Hold on,
credit for their
hold on,
artistry?
hold on. So, say,
That's what
you
you're saying?
you listen to Ti?
yeah.
Who do you listen to from Atlanta right now? Do you listen that you listen to? Yeah.
Well, no. Who are you listening to it in general?
Who you listen to? Period. Right now. It's all like rappers. Little baby. You listen? Okay, you listen to Little Baby, right? But Little Baby.
All right.
So that's the main rapper from Atlanta you listening to, right? That sounds about right.
Right.
Little Baby.
Right. Because Lil Baby is now.
Hold on now, hold on. Right.
All right.
Great. She's in her 20s. Fine. We understand that. I want to hear both of y'all perspectives on this because viewers, I want y'all to understand something. We're gonna try to bring it close to home. This will be going closing out because we about the music as well. There's two
J.
different
Cole got that project out. We need to be
Right.
talking about J. Cole.
No.
Not that whack ass nigga
No.
from Atlanta.
See,
The
he's
fake
taking-
trap nigga
No.
that y'all been talking about for
No.
years.
You see the
He's
shit?
fucking horrible.
No.
I can't stand
No.
him. I'm sorry.
No.
I gotta say it.
No.
I gotta
No.
say it.
No.
This nigga's whack.
No.
You will never beat
Absolutely
50
not.
in the verses,
No,
nigga.
hold on.
Stop it.
Calm down. He's upset only because he feels like he is a snitch, and now he's taking that snitch street life and carried over to this man's goddamn music, and that's unfair and unjust. Reporting to you, Shaka.
Listen, I don't know what they're talking about. You know what I'm saying? I think the song is pretty decent. You know what I mean? I have an issue with that. I don't have an issue with Lil Baby. I don't have an issue with none of that
But you
stuff.
were saying,
You know what I'm saying?
that we other
But
people
yeah,
hold other
now when
genres.
it comes to that, you know what I'm saying? Because you have the whole situation where somebody was just talking about, the ghost writing and all that, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And then you had Chris Brown talking about how he could sing the song. It don't matter who write it, but if you perform the song, then that's where it really count because you're the one that's really projecting the energy. So now when I'm talking about that, what you just mentioned, we don't hold other genres to the same standard that we hold hip hoppers with. You know what I'm saying? It's almost like hip hop has like a shelf life.
Yeah.
As an artist, you have a shelf life
When we get old.
as an artist. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? You got Elton John and all these other people. These niggas is they got one foot in the grave and they still on stage performing.
But what I'm
You know what I'm
trying to
saying?
say is,
And
wait,
but
I want to give an analogy. He's like, okay, Ti has music, but Ti is giving a persona, like, okay, I'm a trap guy with the rubber band, one of the bands on the
right,
dollar and
but
all this stuff.
and because he came
And
from that, he understands it.
But then
It's
you
not
go
to say
around
that
and you
his-
that
he got-
and you testify in court. So now Haas is associated in that court testifying in court, being claiming quote unquote a snitch, which that's crazy to me, right?
Listen.
Oh, I got a
They
question
said
for
the
you
same
guys.
thing about 6ix9ine,
I got a
and he
question for
came
you
out
guys.
and put music music out. When he came out, he
and,
put
and, and
music out and
nobody
all of
fucks with
that.
6ix9ine
Oh,
now.
Right?
so what
No,
about Slim Dog and all them people that
he's
just came out of
why
jail?
they don't fuck with him? This nigga's on damn near everybody fucking podcast.
Man, listen.
I'm talking music wise. Niggas don't fuck.
But you
Nobody's
don't
listening
know
to
that because
6ix9ine.
he's still might be getting shows or he still might
They
get
arguing, I
walkthroughs
love
and stuff
it.
like
Let
that.
them
So
argue.
you really don't know to what level. Now he
He doing
hasn't
that
put nothing
reggaeton
out,
shit.
but when he came out, when he got out, I believe he put something out.
Stay in that reggaeton shit. If he stay in that reggaeton Spanish music shit, he be
Listen,
The problem
Spanish niggas know that nigga went to jail. Why too?
good.
If they fucking with him,
Right.
it don't even
I mean, they
matter.
done ran down his mother's crib a couple times, all type of shit. He got
Since
both
he's
on
been
his back.
out,
So
Yeah.
Spanish guys don't.
They
yeah.
ran up in his mother's crib. You know what I mean? Tried to kidnap his mom.
Let me ask you a question.
well, that's a whole nother matter.
Let me ask
you know
you a
what I'm saying?
question. Since
They
we
just
on the
trying to get money
topic-
out the niggas.
Since we're on the topic of snitching, let me ask you a question, right? I want you in one minute tell me your definition of snitching and your definition of snitching, and then I got a really good question for you guys. Since we always talk about snitching, what's your definition of snitching? According to the street code, to narrow it down to like one little.
As far as I'm concerned, snitching is if you are involved in something and you get caught and you implicate and you start telling on on your accomplices
Right.
for the sake of your own well-being, then that's snitching. Because
your
if y'all
definition?
all
Oh.
involved, then whoever gets caught gets caught. You got to eat that. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully your man's in them is your man's in them, and
Whether
they'll
you
hold
in the
you
gang
down
or not.
whatever.
Okay.
We're not even talking about gang. We just
We
talking
talking about
about
street shit.
Okay.
Really.
What about what's your definition? 1 minute.
I mean, he was, we agree on the same thing. Only thing to expound on that with the T.I. incident when his man got killed. You don't tell about the part where you the one that started the situation and sparked the situation with your man getting killed because you wanted to go ahead and poke your chest out and be the tough guy that night, and that led up to your man getting unalived. So then Mr. Tough Guy go on the stand and point out the man that shot your man or whatever after you the one that started the situation that led to your man going ahead and getting clapped at the end of the day or whatever.
Okay. So
It's
that's
no
a-
different. It's no different than another rapper.
That's a gray area.
to me,
That-
for
that-
me.
yeah, I want to ask you
That's
a
a
question.
gray area.
I
You know
wanna
what I'm
ask you a
saying?
It's
question.
no
matter
different than
what.
another rapper that we know from New York or whatever. I ain't gonna say his name. That went on the stand and pointed out somebody or whatever. You know what I'm trying to say? But he started the whole situation that led to his
Right.
man getting killed that particular night. Where if he just would have went ahead and fell back, nobody would have got hurt. At the end of the day or whatever, people understand it was kind of like a lot of rappers go ahead and put on a certain persona to try to be a certain way. In actuality, just be yourself. Because at the end of the day or whatever, you got people around you who might think you one way, you're not that way, and then you out and about and somebody will try you, and some things that happen, and you decide you want to have a tough night, and that tough night might end up with somebody around you getting hurt because you went ahead and put a certain level of energy out there that led to that happening.
I want to ask you a question. Remember we had that conversation about snitching and someone you don't understand that if someone snitches on somebody who's
Now you got a
dead,
civilian. Now
I want you to ask that question. We are
you on the
we
phone
are
right now?
recording right now. Ask that question.
Oh, so basically the question was, if somebody passed away and is no longer here, and you basically blame everything on them and say that they did it, is that still considered snitching?
You know what's crazy? Back in the day, that wasn't considered snitching, but now you got some people that do consider that snitching. So that's a gray area for certain people, because some people do and some people don't.
So what do you think about that?
So this is my thing. If God forbid, if something was to happen to me, and me and my partner did some crime, and I mess around and died, God forbid, and my partner don't say I did it, I will probably hunt him in his motherfucking dreams all day, every goddamn day.
Why?
If he get locked up for some stupidness. I'm dead, bro. Snitching, who gonna go to jail? They gonna dig my body up and bring me to jail?
Mm-hmm.
Stupid to me.
I agree. I agree. I agree.
Okay, what is
It don't make no sense.
what
I
is your
agree.
definition of snitching in 1 minute? Give me your definition.
Quick definition of snitching is if me and you go out and do something and I get caught and you get away and I'm telling you. Or if I'm involved in criminal activities or, I'm basically a criminal and I tell on somebody or another criminal.
That's your definition of snitching.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's the
Yeah, it's
short
about the.
definition.
It's
Pretty
along the
much.
All
same
right.
lines.
Pretty
Then
much.
I'm gonna call you right back.